Alright, welcome to day 13 of the 90 days to 1 million Naira challenge. Yesterday we talked about you putting up your ad copies. I have done mine, so I have my ad copies available here, right, with my headlines and all that. One thing that you want to do is to make sure that you run your ad copies through the sentiment analysis tool. Alright, so personally this is the sentiment analysis tool. So if I run that through it now, neutral, so you can see that is neutral, which makes it safe for me to use. All right, so you want to make sure that you do all that. So I have two ad copies. This is one, this is the second one, and then it's going to be for my retargeting. This ad copy is going to be for my retargeting. I'm just basically going to tell them, because they've seen my site before, I'm going to tell them that they should get back and get the product, okay, because you know the offer is going to be for a limited time. All right, so if we look at it now, you realize that we are a little bit we'll spend some time, right? Today is day 13, which means we have 77 days left, right? And I haven't even put my content, the book together, right? Which means it's a lot of work. I just want to get all of these things over with, so I just concentrate on putting my book together. All right, which means we have 77 days left. I can put the whole book together in 2 days and even do the recording. That shouldn't take me so much time. Okay, so if we have 77 days left and we want to do we have 2 more days to do all that. So 2 days, if I add 2 days, that would be 15 days. So I'll have 75 days left from the point of setting my campaigns up to the point of starting to get sales and all that. I will even add on one. Let me just add on 1 day, so I have 74 days to actually start making the money that I need to have, because I know a lot of you are waiting for that part, right? So if we go into my calculator, go into the calculator, and we have 74 days. So 1 million Naira divided by 74, 13,000. Okay, so let's say 13,500, which means every day I need to make okay, let me just put it this: 1 million Naira 1 million Naira in 74 days. So if we say every day I need to make 13,000, let's say 500, let's just say 13,500. so each day I need to make 13,500, right, for us to hit our 1 million Naira. Okay, now if we say from our own research, all that we research our audience, and we see that products that are being sold there within the ranges of 1,005 to as high as 9,000, 10,000 Naira. Okay, so when I looked at my audience, they are single ladies, and they are people who they've just left the university, or they are still in the university, or so they don't really have so much money, right? So if we say we want to sell our package for 1,005, okay, so if we say we should sell 1,005, let's see how many pieces that we need to sell. So 1 million divided by 1,500, that's 666. Let's just do approximately 667. Okay, 667. Okay, so if we sell for 1005 plus 2, 667 copies, right? And we have 74 days left. Okay, so divided by, and we need to achieve this in 74 days, so divided by 74, that will be 9 copies, right? So we need to sell we need to sell 9 copies per day. Okay, 9 copies per day. Now let's just imagine if we were doing 2000. All right, so if we do 2000, 1 million divided by 2000, that is 500 copies, and divided by 74, which means we need to do like 7 copies daily, right? So we have 500 copies, 7 copies per day. And let's do two. Let's say we want to sell it for 2.5. We are still within that range. Okay, we want to see, that it's easier, the one that is most easier for us to achieve our goal. Okay, so if we do 1 million divided by 2005, that's 400 copies. We need to sell 400 copies in the next 4 days. So how many copies will that mean? 5 copies. Okay, let's just say 6 copies. Okay, I like rounding up. Okay, 400 copies. 400 copies. 400 copies, and we need to do like 6 copies per day, right? So now let's do 3,000. Now we're going up a little bit. All right, 3,000. So if we do 3,000 divided by 3,000, that is 333. That's 334 copies divided by 74. We need like 5 copies every day, right? 334 copies. Now we need like 5 copies daily per day. All right, so let's take it a little bit up. Okay, let's do 3,005, which is where I think is the sweetest spot, right? 3,005, 1 million divided by 3,500. Because you see, we actually we added bonuses, we gave an audio which our competitors didn't do. Okay, I searched the competitors in Nigeria here, they don't have audios, and some of them have bonuses, but we are giving them audio files, something that they can listen to while. So we are increasing the value of our product. Okay, that's the single element that you can add to your products and increase the value tremendously. All right, so adding bonuses, making different versions of the product, okay, video, PDF, audios, it increases the value of your product tremendously. Okay, so if we do 3,005, it means we now have 286, okay, divided by 74, which means we need to do 4 copies every day. We need to sell 4 copies of our products every day. So we have 286 copies 4 copies per day. Now, which do you think it's easier to do, to sell 662 copies, okay, in the next 74 days, or sell 286 copies in the next 74 days? What do you guys think? Of course, 286 copies is easier. Okay, you will agree with me that it's easier to sell, and considering the fact that we even have lots of value to give, okay, we can even sell it higher, but I think I will leave it at this spot. Okay, it's a very sweet spot, and it's so much achievable to sell 4 copies of these every day. I'm very sure that we're going to be selling more than 4 copies every day. I'm very sure of that. Okay, so guys, I think you should do this math. You do this math, it's going to help you to arrive at that sweet spot to sell your product. And of course, I want to believe that you've researched your competition. Okay, so you know exactly how much you're selling their product. Remember, the aim of you researching your competition is to know exactly what you're doing and improve on it, make it better, right? We've said that before. Okay, so in today's video we are going to be talking about funnel structure. Okay, how should you structure the entire funnel that you have? How are you going to structure it? Okay, so I have a picture representation here. Now if you look here, you are seeing different buses. So we are looking at those at the different flow points, that your customer is going through. So you see the traffic point. So your traffic will be Facebook, it could be Google, it could be YouTube, it could be Instagram, but of course I know that we are starting with Facebook, which is what we are going to use for this challenge. Okay, so you have the person on Facebook, and of course we said on Facebook we are not selling our product, we are selling the click. Okay, we want to get the people to our pre-sale page. Okay, so they get to your pre-sale page and then they opt in. Okay, and then once they opt in, they go to your sales page, okay, or your offer page, which is where you have your long form letter talking about your product and all that. It could also be a video, it could be a webinar. Okay, like for instance with my 10S e-commerce blueprint is a webinar. Okay, so people go through a pre-sale or an opt-in page, and then they land on my webinar page, which is where I'm going to talk about the whole offer and all of that. Okay, now don't confuse it. Okay, you can have your opt-in form in your pre-sale page. Okay, in fact it's better that you have some people prefer to if you click on a button, a pop-up comes up which you have your opt-in form, but I think it's better that you just have it on your pre-sale page. Okay, so people just type in their details. You don't want people getting confused by clicking on things that then pop-ups come. Of course you can do that, but I just think it's more preferable, okay, for user experience, to just have it on your at the end of your pre-sale page. Okay, after your pre-sale content, end of it, you should have your opt-in form. All right, so they go to your offer page, they read, they click on your buy button, and then they go to your other page. Your other page is where it could be where your pay stack is. So that could be your pay stack page. All right, so and it's where your order form is. They fill a pay stack form and all that. After completing all of that, they go to a thank you page. I have not designed my thank you page. I have 2 pages left to actually design. Now of course you're going to discover that later as we go on. You have a thank you page. So after filling a form, they are going to be redirected to a thank you page. All right, so the thank you page is basically, oh, thank you for making your order. You can click here to download your book. You can it's the information on how to get their books or their products. If it's a course, a membership site, oh, click here to register an account on the members area and all that. Okay, so that is where you do all of those. Okay, and of course you still follow the same way with your webinar. Okay, now you want to make sure that you have pixel codes on all of your pages. Okay, of course, as we go on, you're going to see how I'm doing that. We've discussed all of this before. So someone lands on your pre-sale page, it depends, is basically just viewing your content. So the event code that can be on your pre-sale page is what? View content. All right, someone lands on your offer page, it means the person has filled your opt-in form and landed there. It means the person completed the registration or is a lead, right? So you can have the lead event code or the complete registration event code on your offer page. Then of course your other page is just a paystack link, which you probably might not you cannot have for some persons. You could if you embed it on the page on your site, okay, but then you want to have, if you can do that, which I know a lot of you can do, you have your purchase event code on your thank you page, okay, which means the person has gone through paystack, the person has made payment to see your thank you page to access their products. Okay, so your purchase event code is going to be on the thank you page. All right, now if you look below here, you are going to see retargeting. Now I talked about something generating positive emotions in people. Okay, you want to get people to see your face, to see your product as often as possible. Just saying something just once is not enough for someone to get to really know what it is. Okay, the more people see a thing, the more we see a thing, the more familiarity breeds. And in advertising, we call it the science of familiarity. All right, and that breeds increase in sales, increase in conversions. Okay, so it's important that you have your retargeting going. Now when I talked about the ad copies that I've written, you remember that I said I've written an ad copy for my retargeting. So who do you actually retarget? Okay, now it's not everybody that you are going to retarget. Now the people you need to retarget are people who came to your offer page and then purchased. Okay, so they came to your offer page and then purchased. Maybe they couldn't finish the video, so they don't even get the whole idea of your offer, right? So you retarget those people, or they came to your offer page, they couldn't read the complete sales letter, or they couldn't watch the full video. So maybe something happened, you can't tell, maybe their phone went off or someone called them, they left their phone and then they couldn't access the page anymore. A lot of things can make people not to complete your sales content. Okay, so what you want to do is retarget everybody that comes to your offer page and webinar page. Now you are not sending them back to your offer page. You could, but over time I saw that sending people directly to the offer page would not, it won't convert as much as you sending them to a testimonial page. Okay, so you just send these people. That's why you need to have your pre-sale codes on these pages. Okay, so with your pre-sale codes, you'll be able to create a custom audience. All right, now anybody who lands on that page will just see, will be retargeted. They will see an ad on Facebook that points them to a testimonial page. So in testimonial page, you are going to list what they are going to get, a summary of what they are going to get, and then testimonials of people who have used the product, who have gone through your materials and have seen results. Okay, and of course, if they decide to buy, click on buy button, they're going to go to your other page and then to your thank you page. So this is how you should start structuring your whole funnel. All right, and of course, remember there is a part of email marketing, which means you are going to send them people who opt in. You're going to be sent. What you need to do is you need to segment. So people who have purchased, you need to have them on another list, so you don't keep sending people who have purchased your product. If you are using Aweber, most of these autoresponders give you the ability to segment people. So if someone opts in into a certain page, they've been removed from another page. Okay, so if you are using most of these autoresponder services, they will help you to achieve that. Okay, so if someone needs to download, you can just have an opt-in form for them to opt in into a list to receive their product, right? So once they opt in, they are going to be removed, added to a list. They were going to be removed from the list that they opted in through from your front end or from your pre-sale page. Hope you guys get it. I know as we start to flesh it all out, and I start, putting all of these together, it's going to become more clearer to you. So I need you guys at this point. I want to believe that you have completed your hard copies. If you haven't, you should make sure that you complete your hard copies. At least 2 variations of your hard copies. You should have at least 2 variations of your hard copies, and then you have different creatives around those 2 hard copies. Is something you should do. All right, have different variation, different images. Okay, so you can have 2 images for one hard copy, 2 images for another hard copy. So that's why I said you need to have at least 2 hard copies. All right, and then your retargeting hard copy, make sure you have that. Okay, once you've done that, you want to make sure that you have all of these pages available. All right, your download page, your testimonial page. Of course, I'm going to show you guys my testimonial page, so yeah, you see exactly how it looks like and how you can structure your own as well. All right, so that's it, guys. That's it for this video. Make sure you get to work and start putting things together. Very soon we'll go on Facebook and start promoting and start bringing in those sales that we are aching so much for. So that's it, guys, for today. Bye.